Another day, another ghost town. Welcome back to the channel. We are just south of Telluride, Colorado, the Alta Lakes OHV Trail now. Yes, you can drive up there. Yes, I have a truck. Yes, I have four-wheel drive, but I have a four-wheel drive doggo and a two-wheel drive human that love to hike. I also kind of have to tow my home with said four-wheel drive vehicle, so we're gonna hoof it. So we're gonna hike about 4 miles up the road with the mosquitoes here. If you see me smacking myself, because there's a lot of mosquitoes right now, we're gonna head up the road. We're gonna bring you with us to a new ghost town. So let's go. Let's go. Just kidding, I gotta grab you. This is the first time ever in the history of my everness that I've had to worry that my vehicle is too big to be parked where it's at. I've literally parked myself like on the side of the hill, and I'm only about a foot further out than the other vehicles. But I was looking kind of worried about it, but I've made it no more narrow than it is up here. So hopefully we're okay. I feel like for many years I missed out on so much of Colorado because I wouldn't hike OHV roads. Like, I just assumed OHV road. But it's some of my favorite hiking that I have discovered over the years. And y'all, I'm 3 steps in. You ready for this? Are you ready? Seriously, that's my view. And what's lovely about an OHV road too is it's not as technical hiking, so you can actually kind of like look around. It's amazing. So don't skip out on them because there's so much beauty to be found on these OHV roads. And if you go early enough in the day, early enough in the season, you really don't encounter too many OHVers. It's kind of like just enough. And to be honest, every Jeep or every OHV that has ever passed me has always offered me a beer. So I genuinely like them. 10 out of 10. Oh, Bubby. Come on. He will always find water. Just to like step in, play in, always. Water and snow. Surprisingly, there's quite a bit of private land. That's what I'm on right now. So it looks like that's a sump pump, or not sump pump, but a water pump. Maybe for a property up a little further. Interesting. How do I get one of these? How do I get to hide in the forest? How? Wow. Not only is there private property, but they got themselves a gate. A rather mean-looking gate too, man. That's awesome. My kind of people. Keep them out, man. They have like cameras and gate codes and everything. Sheesh. Impressive. This last bit has been steep, but the spires of rock just make it like you don't mind going slow because you just kind of get to take it all in that way. But whew, yeah, we've been steady climbing for about 2 miles now. Nerd gummy clusters, the real MVP of climbing mountains. I think I'm gonna go down here. I think I'm gonna take his hint. Oh, buddy. Whew. Bub. It's actually pretty warm out today. It feels good, but because we're in, oh, that went down. Because we're in direct sunlight. Oh, that went down the sports bra. Oh. 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 Probably should have just put it on my wrist, huh? Oh, they're gonna give me a headache. But yeah, because we're in the direct sun, it's definitely warming a little up. Only reason why my long sleeve is still on is because the mosquitoes are so bad. So, otherwise it would probably be off. I turned around because Beans was sniffing something, and that's what's behind me. This place is unreal. Wow. I'm breathing heavy. It's very steep. I did a comment on a video last year when I was hiking that I sounded out, like I was talking so fast I was out of breath. And I was actually, I'm just climbing. Like, it'll do that to you. But what do I think? Wow, what a campsite. Sorry, ADHD. What do I think is so cool? I've never seen that anywhere else, where they have snowmobiles parked up along the route. A lot of this is private, so I don't know if that section is private and that's why they're there. But like, how trusting too. Like, their sleds and everything are right there. Oh my gosh, okay, I have to show you this spot. Hold on. Look. What the what? What the waka? Yeah, I know, kid. I don't think the pod would make it. What a spot. I think when I am done full-time RV life, which isn't, I have zero plans for that, but I would love a truck camper, I think, so that I could test spots like that, live a little more dirtbag life. But I gotta make some changes to the life before I can do that. He sees something. I don't know what he sees. What do you see, Boo? What do you see? Oh, car. Checking, Boo. Huh? What do you see? It's down there. You see something. Oh, I hear it too. I hear that too, bud. Here, I was worried about my truck blocking the road by like a foot. Just hanging out on the road. Beans is only back on leash because we've passed a few vehicles. So I do think we're getting close to something. My all-trails, I had it up just tracking the gain because I honestly like kind of forgot to track the elevation gain. And it's telling me I'm way less further in than my watch is. But time-wise, I feel like my watch has to be right because I also know like the pace that I tend to keep. So I'm starting to wonder, because I'm a little over 3 in. And I was pretty sure the town site was supposed to be about right here. I'm wondering if All Trails is a little off, which it can be. So we'll see which one's right. I mean, I didn't download the map, so, you know, I obviously don't have cell service. So maybe it's just not catching where I'm at, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Here. Here. The road's a stream, kid. You're wild. I saw that view. Didn't catch my first glimpse of the ghost town. It's finally behind us. Woohoo! Right here. It was behind us right there, but yes. Oh, starting to wonder. That last bit was incredibly steep. Whew. Oh my gosh, yes. So excited. Oh, worth it. Goodness. Wow. That was so cool. Okay. I try to approach a ghost town with some semblance of a plan because I am one of those people that will be here forever. So I like to take it all in as I walk by, and then as I come back, I explore more. So like already there's stuff in the river. Well, it's not a river, it's just snow runoff. Just tailings pile. So there's already stuff I want to explore here, but let's bypass exploring for now. This means pulls me into the water and get to the back of the ghost town. Oh my God, guys, the smell. Oh, I think because the wood is extra wet right now. It smells so good. Oh, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay, I'm gonna get to the other side and stop geeking out for a minute. So I made it to the back of the property. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. I try not to look too much at pictures when I know I'm going someplace because I actually want to experience it for the first time. But I did look at the Alta Trails photos and it didn't show half of this. So I'm super excited to explore. This big building behind me, here in front of me, behind you guys, is the only one that so far is marked private property. It does look like there's probably more under the snow. Like literally it just looks like the houses fell around, like stoves and beds and things like that, which is typical. There's chipmunks. There's always chipmunks in mining ruins, always. So let's hop over to the 360 so I can show you a more immersive view. But first, let's just chit chat. So this is the Alta Townsite. Now this was active from the late 1800s to the early 1920s. It did have a resurgence after World War II, but quickly died out. This town actually supported the Alta Gold Creek mine. So when we walked past that Gold Creek fancy place, that's where it got the name. And once the mine ran out, the town died down. It does look like the railroad came up here, or at least a spur, because I did pass over some tracks. So I can't, again, imagine the grit that it took to build all of this up here. So we're gonna flip over to the Insta360 so that I can give you guys like a super immersive view as we go through. Fiend found another stick. It is always the bane of my existence because I have to try to keep him from eating old wood. That's just a stick, so we're good. But like, I don't want him eating history. Let's go. Let's go explore. That circle window is so cool. Look through the circle window. have it, Scenic. Shaker. You guys ready for this? Yeah, you ready? Jeannie's ready for this. I saw the power box on the back and I was like, wild, that's crazy. But it makes sense because like 1940s, there's power poles here. So I'm like, okay, maybe they brought power in after the fact. Wait for this. Nikola Tesla, George Westinghouse, and L.L. Noon, don't know my electrical history. They actually worked at this site and it was the very first use of electrical current in industrial format. Like, you guys don't understand where we're at. We're in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by 14,000 foot and 13,000 foot peaks. We are in the 11 or 12,000 feet. So there's no, the fact that at this site, the very first use of electricity in the industrial format happened, I always knew the grit, the determination, and the things that happened here were cool. But man, that's wild. And fun fact, my grandpa worked for Westinghouse, so, you know, connections. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna keep going. Man, this would have been a front porch, y'all. This would have been a front porch. I know you guys are pretty used to me going into these buildings. In fact, I got the best comment ever, Dora the Explorer. I love it. But these are all marked private property, and even off camera, I don't break those rules because, y'all, I feel so blessed to be standing here, to be allowed to be here. So I will listen to the signs. Obviously, there's graffiti, there's stuff in there. Not everybody has listened to the signs, but I will, and I will encourage you to do the same so that for generations to come, people can enjoy this without it being fenced off and not allowed to even come up and look in the windows. So that's my PSA for the day. Like, what the hell? So we've come down to the hill, and this looks like the area where the mine maybe was. I think that might have been the mill. The large building might have been the mill. Then everything kind of came down the mountain. So there's some cribbing. It looks like there might have been a tram line. Maybe it was, there's just a lot of cables, so that makes me think tram line, but it could have been part of a railroad system as well as it goes down. So we're gonna kind of keep meandering our way through under that snow. I don't know, there might be a mine shaft. I don't know. Kind of feels like it, the way it is. The tailings are kind of up over here. Some sort of bucket that you guys are literally propped on right now. Yeah, trying to kind of imagine the site. What I love to do is I love to come with no knowledge. And then I like to go back to the pod and then get the knowledge and look at the older photos, and see if I was right. A lot of times, because I've done this for so long and I'm such a geek and a nerd, I'm actually pretty right a lot of times, but I don't know the mining methods that were used up here, especially with the use of electricity, so let's see if I'm right. Like, was that Tesla's electricity? Did he use electricity from that? Just wild. So all of this moss I thought was on rocks, and it is not. is just moss. So my feet are a little wet. Okay, but I have a question. Hold for the question. Hold on. Does anybody know what these are? Some sort of gear? Maybe? They're everywhere up here. Even in the trees. Christmas ornament. I don't know what they went with. Tell me if you know. There is this, hold on. And some of them are in it. And it's kind of, not kind of, it's very marked like it. Oh, sorry. Okay. Needless to say, if anybody knows what those are, or what that was used for, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Going off in the world, kid? There. Wow. Is this the dump? What the heck? Look at all these cans. These are all cans. What the heck? Easy, easy, bub. I was really wondering as I was seeing all those cans and just this mass amount of metal down here. I've never seen anything like it. The floor is actually kind of like moldy, wet growth just over it, so you can't quite tell where all of it is, but there's so much just embedded in the earth. And I couldn't understand why, because normally you don't find it in the woods like this, but there was that mine shaft there. That's wild. I bet many people go right past here and never catch that. I just couldn't fathom all those cans didn't make this something. Wow. What a wild, I mean, there's just thousands of cans in all of my years. I've never seen anything like this. And TBH, the buildings are history to me, and they don't bother me as much. This bothers me. I mean, there are thousands, Beans, here. There are thousands of cans. But there are also pieces of machinery, like, what do you consider history and what do you consider trash, you know? That is the hard one. Wow. Bed? What are you? Probably not the comfiest, huh? View's worth it. Nerding out. Look at this giant bolt, hand-forged bolt I found. It's like at least 3 pounds. It's amazing. I'm gonna put it on top of a piece of metal so it doesn't get washed away with the snow, hopefully, so other people can find as Beans cross through the snow again. I can't tell what that is, what that would have been for. It's like built into the side. Maybe they used it to block a shaft? I don't know. There's tailings around it. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta also wonder with like the snow and stuff if things kind of fall into place and then the ground falls next to it, you know, or over it, and makes it look like it was kind of buried in. But who knows? Oh, didn't use your hot rice Krispies. There's the most beautiful butterfly on this piece of wood behind me. Just landed. Sir, you are so dirty. You can't have big bar. I love that I say you can't have something and I give it to you. Mommy is contradictory. She contradicts herself. I love you. Eye boogers. Let me get your eye boogers. Oh, let me get them. There we go. Clouds are starting to cloud in typical Colorado fashion. We're about that time of day, kind of swirling around. I did a Hiking in Colorado 101 dummy mistake, and my raincoat is in the back of the truck. Luckily, we should be able to get off mountain a lot quicker than we climbed mountain. We'll probably jog a little bit as well, so hopefully we'll beat any storms that come up here. Honestly, I wish I had like full food and snacks in a vehicle with me and we would stay up here all day. It is so magical up here. All of the peaks, like I'm pretty high up, and so the fact that those peaks are even higher, but I can see them in more detail than when I was down below, you know, when I was 1,500 feet down. It just, these mountains always amaze me, and this is a really special place. I'm so surprised that the reviews just aren't that great about this place, because I think this is one of the best ghost towns I've ever explored. There's so much here. There's so many buildings. It's kind of widespread, so you can find things. Like, I would spend hours just going through this forest if I could. Sorry guys, I have a splinter in my ass. I did not sit at the best seat to do this. I first sat on a nail, then another nail, and then I had a splinter in my rear end. But yeah, I'm in love with this. There's actually dispersed camping a little further up, and then a lake as well, about another mile up. I am maxing fiends out 8 to 10 miles a day. We're already going to be a little over 8 with how much we walked around, and we have a hike tomorrow. Not as many miles, probably about 4 or 5, but I'm just trying to keep him nice and healthy and safe, so I don't want to do the full 10 miles today since we've done a lot. Like yesterday we hiked, today, so just taking care of the middle-aged old man. And don't worry, I tell him all the time that I'm also middle-aged, so it's just fine. We'll just slow down together a little bit. I'm rambling now, mainly because I don't want to leave. Actually, it'd be really cool if I had my raincoat and I was safe to like find somewhere to sit if it rains and just listen to the rain hit everything. Oh gosh. Wow. I hope my video did this place half as much justice as it deserves, because she's stunning. All right, pack up and we're gonna head back down. Ready? You need some of that? If you didn't read sign language, it's let's go. we made it back. Luckily, all the gray stayed over there. I mean, it got real black, like towards Dolores, but everything in front of us, like more towards Telluride and up over Alta, 10 out of 10. Still blue skies. It actually got a little warm, so I feel like I could have used some of the clouds. I know, beggars can't be choosers, or never happy, whatever that saying is. We're never happy with what we got. But that was splendiferous. Stupendicular. That was by far one of my favorite ghost towns. That was amazing. Beautiful hike in, beautiful hike out. Nice effort, like a climatization effort, but not like overtly hard. Like, it was great. 10 out of 10. I wasn't gonna do this, but the sun is shining, and I think we're only like 10 minutes outside of Telluride. We're not far. I want to go down to Telluride. I haven't been to Telluride in a couple of years, so I think it would be fun. We might just walk around town. You know, Fiends, obviously. We're not doing any more hikes. We are just shy. Hold on. Just shy of 9 miles. Yeah, 8.60. Yeah. And 15, 2,000, no, that's not, oh, that's the calories. Excessive training. 96 hours till full recovery. Trying to see how many. Oh, yeah. 1,852 feet gain. That's probably because I climbed, you know, some of the things. Because I think the whole thing is only like 1,795. But we climbed as much as we could. Anyhow, I digress. Splendiferous. I'm happy. Beans is, yes, still laying down. And let's drop down into Telluride. Just, it's such a beautiful town. Why not? You know, just why not? Let's go. Elevation is high. Oh, honey, I know elevation is high. Koros, I know. I look even more like an idiot because all the people who were parked like me are gone, and the people who've come have parked long ways, which is what I had wanted to do. But I didn't want to be the dumbass who like took everybody's parking spaces, because that takes too many parking spaces. And Coloradans, fun fact, if you've never been to Colorado, they don't really like outsiders. You gotta earn your place here. They're nice, but they don't really like outsiders. So seeing the Arizona plate, parking like an idiot, I really try hard to earn my like part-time resident status and to like care for people and genuinely think about people. But now I look like the asswipe. I mean, I'm not blocking anything. Cars have passed me, but they both have Colorado plates, so they can do whatever the hell they want. Napping with Carlos too? Yeah, okay. We can drive all night on the highest shelf you can't reach. Hey kid, you can count on me when you need a getaway. We can wave goodbye. Honey, you can count on me. Never let you down. I'll be with you in the passenger seat. Come along for the ride. Anywhere you want, I'll go. It don't matter high or low. With you in the passenger seat, right by your side. When you're diving into the deep, honey, you can count on me. We'll sing like a submarine when no one else can find. When you're setting fires to wild, another mountain. First of all, holy construction and restoration in Telluride. Wow, there's so much going on. But second of all, we're just kind of gonna drive towards the dead end here. It's 77 degrees. I can't leave him in the car. He's a little warm. He's already done almost 9 miles, so we're gonna head back up the pass to have a little picnic instead of meandering around. It's just a little too warm right this second. I know, 78 is fantastic. It's fantastic, but he needs a little rest. Anyhow, we are driving towards Bridal Veil Falls. I have never seen it raging like this. It's all the snow melt because we got that big snowstorm last weekend. But holy hell, I'm gonna try to get a close enough vantage point. Right now, the aspens are blocking you. This is when I need like a telephoto lens, but you know, I got a GoPro, so that's what you guys have. Sorry, someday. Someday, kids, someday. The Pandora line.
When you're diving into the deep, honey, you can count on me. Sing like a song.
My number one adventure rule, number one, is take drives over speed bumps, is to take drives. And here's why. So we just drove all the way to the dead end and flipped. It's been years, y'all. It's been years since I've been here. And my interest and love affair with mines, I don't know that it had actually started. There's the Eldorado line, remember the one we stood on? That's where it comes out. Anyhow, I wasn't quite as into mines yet. There's stuff to see up there. Even if we don't get all the way to Tomboy, I think on my vacation, when I can get here super early in the morning, since it's so exposed, like start in the dark, I want to start hiking that road up, the Black Bear Pass road up. And I want to see, because there was some stuff up there. There was some tailings piles. There was a really cool old bridge and some tunnels. So I definitely am going to come back, and I'm really glad it wasn't a waste, even though it's a little too warm to like explore. A drive is never a waste, ever, because you always will find something. It is one of my favorite travel hacks, is like, even if you're not going to like go explore on foot, just go for a quick little drive, right, boo? So quick little drive. There was a lot of people in the parking lot. I have all my windows down, and he lost his shit when I was turning around. So that was fun. Much excite, even after a long hike. Much excite. Yeah. All right. I think we are gonna drive back through town. If I find an easy parking space, I might pull in the clouds that were threatening to come. Look like they're kind of coming. And when the sun's not out, it feels really great, and I don't think it'll bother him. But we'll see. We'll see. It's pretty busy downtown, because it is like 3:30, 2:30. So it's a little bit later in the day. But if I don't find an easy parking space, we'll catch you guys on Lizard Pass. I think I'm gonna go stop up at Lizard Pass. Remember the Galloping Goose? It is much less snowy up there, and I think we might just park and eat. I'm hungry, and I didn't take my sandwich and stuff with me up to Alta, so I think that's what we'll do. But let's see what happens. Bro, I'm getting whiplash from the temperatures, and I don't think we're gonna have long up here. There is some thunder booms coming. That storm that I saw coming is coming behind you. I'll show you. It got like super cold up here. Like literally just as I pulled up, the wind kicked up. Come here, boo. So I've got some grillers for fiends. I love a picnic after a hike. There's nothing like it. So we got some grillers for fiends. And then I don't have an actual Snaggle box, but this is the Snaggle box like thing is the only like little cooler. Oh no, I don't. I actually have a little cooler, but this one is in the pod. I've got mini Coke, of course. He's got water as well. Got honey mustard and onion pretzel thins. Good thing nobody's with me. Oh, you're getting blown. And a griller. Another griller. Let you chew. And then, ow. Then the piece de resistance. You either love it or you hate it. Deli egg salad sandwiches. This one's from Walmart. I'm equal opportunity for the ones at the gas station. Don't judge me. There's nothing like these. And I don't know what it is, but after any sort of like effort, I want a mayonnaise based salad. Like I don't know what it is about me. I really don't. But these have like the fluffiest bread. So good. So this is my picnic with the clouds behind. I don't know, just circling here, just circling. But yeah, I'm gonna have like the worst breath ever between the honey mustard onion and the egg salad, but Beanie don't care. Also, if you watch my goose video, that's the goose trail. No snow. That's wild. That was only like 2 weeks ago. Oh, there's another ranger.
You can count on me.
Back to the pod. I took a shower, straightened up a bit, got everything charging again. Beans had dinner, did a little wet wipe, doggy wipe bath. Now I made some dinner for myself. If you've been here long enough, you know that one of my favorite post-hike meals is just some good old Rona ravioli. So we've just got the cheese, because it was the one that was on sale. Ravioli. We're going to say bon appetit, or bon appetit as they say here. And we're going to end this video. Y'all, this is probably one of my favorite days so far. I had such a blast, and I truly love bringing you guys with me. Like, I totally geek out behind the camera being like, oh my gosh, they're going to love this. This is great. This is great. So it was just such a fun day showing you around and exploring something new with you, and of course with the fiends. I am going to settle in with my ravioli and get some editing done. It's very warm, so I've got the AC on for the old man. And yeah, we're just gonna settle in and enjoy the rest of the evening, and we will see you on the next adventure, wherever the road may take us. He even got dinner in bed, 'cause he's spoiled. 'Cause he's spoiled.